Hi, everyone. Today is November 1st. I hope you made it through the sugar high of Halloween. It was beautiful weather for Halloween, so trick-or-treaters seemed very happy last night. November 1st, you know what that means for us? Our class is over the halfway part, and it's descending. So we need to appreciate the fact that we have done so much work from the very beginning. From the self-introduction, you've done a lot of videos, you've done a lot of oral communication, and you've watched so many TED Talks and engaged in so many discussion boards. And I know by now you feel this immersion has happened. The key to it, though, is not only you participating, but also listening to your peers. And I know many of you do. I can tell by the journals that you really are paying attention. But that course material of listening to each other, what you contribute to the class and what others do, is something I cannot replicate. It's invaluable. So right now, two things I want to talk about. A few people have told me that they had hesitation to do their voice thread because their voices were scratchy. I get it. I get the post-nasal drip, and I'm not perfect with this. In fact, even when I started this, I could feel like I needed to gargle a little bit. I gargle daily, if not, 3 times a day with salted water, warm water. Do the gargling, try to get it to work, and do this saline spray for my sinuses. But it's been an extra long season of sinus allergies. So just realize you still can do it and you don't have to be perfect to do it. When I speak in public, I always have water with me, but I do the same practice, the same protocol. Make sure I gargle, use saline spray to make sure all my oral passages are clear, and have water with me and go for it. But I get choked up. I just did on this video. I can feel it. And it's really disconcerting when you have a presentation you care about and your voice isn't working. So it is our instrument that we have to take care of. The second thing I want to tell you about is I'm going to be putting in the final exam for next week's folder, but you're not doing it yet. But I want you to see it. It's 3 parts. The first part is, it's all subjective. The first part is I'm asking you to write or speak about your takeaway for the discussion boards. I want you to find 1 or 2 discussion boards that you particularly liked, enjoyed, or found you got something out of it. What was the discussion board and what did you like about it? I say 1 or 2 because I used to say 1 and students would say, I like 2, I like 3, I liked all of them. Well, just try to find the top 1. It's your takeaway. The second part is to do the same thing within your journals. You've been writing about your peers. Was there any one speaker that you particularly enjoyed? Maybe they had great improvement, or you just liked their topic or their voice, or you felt like you could connect to what they were saying. You're going to write about that person. Then the third part is self-reflection, how you see yourself as a public speaker. And I know in 2 months, 3 months, you're not going to automatically change in this class, but you came in as a public speaker. And how do you see public speaking in your future? And what do you think you need to work on still in the future? For me, it's always to slow down, always. Knowing my audience, I'm really good at. Creating a outline to follow, I'm good at. But once I get to the site is don't get too hyper. You can tell the excitement I generate or I give you when I'm listening to your speeches, and I try to give my feedback immediately. Sometimes I don't because my voice has been off. I've been waiting for it to come back. But when I do the immediate feedback, it's always this excitement because that's my natural personality. So I'll try to temper it down. Right now I'm playing with, I have one of those ring lights because I'm in a classroom and it has terrible lighting and I want the lighting to be in front of me. And I get a kick out of the purple haze in my glasses. So you will see the final exam in next week's folder. It's just a document. It's just a doc in there, and it's on 1 piece of paper. The other thing about the final exam is that you can deliver it orally if you want. I'll have a voice thread at the last folder of this semester, on December 9th to December 13th. There's a voice thread that you can upload a voice, a video presentation final exam but it will not go to a student gallery, so you're only speaking to me. It's private because it's your final exam. So that's private. Or there will be a course tool there for the assignment. You can do it written. So you can do your final exam in writing, or you can do it orally. So that's your choice. And that will open up on December 9th. And it closes on December 13th. Hard stop, because that's the end of the semester. You plan for it, you're gonna find it's gonna be fine. It should never take you more than 2 hours to do the final exam. That's the amount of time you would have if you were in a face-to-face class. And I've never had a student take 2 hours to do one of my final exams. Usually 40 minutes. You do put thought into it. I'm giving it to you ahead of time so it can ease some of the comfort. A few of you have written to me like, what are we supposed to be studying for the final exam? And some people don't even realize there is a final exam. Well, there is a final exam, and that's the assignment. So I'm going to be putting it into the folder so you can prepare. So you easily can write it out right now and just wait for December 9th. The reason why I don't want you to post it now, because you might change your mind. You might find there's a future TED Talk or discussion board that you enjoy, or you might have some insight into yourself as a public speaker. Now that you're thinking about it, you have other things to say, and also on the journals. So when you do it prematurely before the course is over, sometimes you rush to judgment, an answer that you would rather take back. And I've had students do that. I've had students, years ago, I used to let students pass it in anytime in November to save them that agony in December. And then inevitably, the really good students would want it back because they changed their mind. So just put it on the side. Know it's there. It is a requirement. And I appreciate each one of you. I appreciate each one of you so much. My regrets always fall into I wish we were in face-to-face, but there's such a value to doing this on video as well. So I really have no regrets. I just have a regret that I did this ring light. I'm going to shut it off and see if it helps. It's not helping. It's not shutting off. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Hey, I should have had it on in the first place. But that's what I came to talk to you about your voice and gargling with salt water. And also, the final exam is coming. So you know it's November when I'm talking about the final exam. And my eyes are still purple. I know, it's the day after Halloween. The spooks and the ghosts haven't left the building yet. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon.